Follow juicing and sizzling stories on the road to 2027. And we begin with All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA that has released its provisional timetable for its primaries ahead of the 2027 general election. The party, through its National Publicity Secretary, disclosed today that the primaries of the party will take place on the 23rd of May. And for the presidential ticket, it goes for 75 million naira. So you want to contest on that platform, you got to have 75 million naira first and foremost in your pocket before other things will follow. That's a statement credited to Ejimofo Okpara, the National Publicity Secretary of the party. Okay, let's go to the ADC, where the party has refuted allegations that it's now in realignment talks with another major political party, talking about the PRP, in the build up to 2027. The party said recently that the coalition is strong, is virile, and ready for 2027, and doesn't have any intention of aligning or realigning with any other political party ahead of the 2027 general election. Meanwhile, the ADC has refuted and voided the purported suspension of two heavyweights in the party, talking about former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, as well as former SSG Babachir Lawal. Honorable Bolaji, the National Publicity Secretary, said those factions of the party in Adamawa State who claim to have suspended this national leader do not have the local standard to do that. And so the suspension is a nullity. Okay, let's move you now to Bauchi State, where former SSG in Bauchi State, Ibrahim Kashim, has now joined the SDP and also declared his intention to contest the 2027 governorship election in that. To recall that the former SSG resigned from the government of Muhammad Lawal in 2024, and then in 2025 it dumped the PDP, but now has resurfaced in the SDP, not only as a member but as a governorship aspirant. Let's take you to Plateau State, where a former commissioner and a frontline governorship aspirant, talking about Honorable Jude Dako, has now joined the ADC from the ruling APC. Of course, he made this disclosure over the weekend in his senatorial district while he was having an engagement with party leaders, women groups, and various stakeholders with the intention to change the narrative as far as the party is concerned. And that's the only time we'll tell how all of this will pan out. And in Abia State, the House of Representatives liaison officer to Governor Alex Oti, talking about Honorable Ihai Chinaza, has dumped the party and the government and has now pitched his tent with the APC, apparently to pursue his political ambition. All of these movements, all of this cross-carpeting and defection are natural occurrences. Each time will have a penultimate year before an election. I can tell you for free and for sure, many more will come in the days to come. Also, a very interesting story building up in the PDP, which is that some PDP state chairmen are angling for the opportunity to take over the leadership of the party, depending on the outcome of the Supreme Court judgment that is pending, which of course will determine the position of its national secretary, talking about Senator Samuel Anyanwu. Of course, they have the feeling that depending on the outcome of that judgment, there can't be vacuum in government. They're going to invoke the doctrine of necessity to take over the leadership of the party. But we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how all of that will pan out. And now, on a final note, we'll bring you home to Edo State, where there is a crisis brewing in the APC, specifically in Edo South, and it's based on a statement credited to the APC chairman, Honorable Jarret Tenebe, who said recently that the party will not give its ticket to a candidate or give its ticket to someone who has been what he described as a serial political loser. And some have said that statement referenced former SSG Pastor Sagi Izeyamu, who is a frontline aspirant in Edo South for the Edo South senatorial district seat. But the point is, some analysts are saying as the APC chairman, he should be a bit more circumspect with his comment because he's the father of all and he shouldn't be caught napping, making statements that will perhaps show him to be someone who is supporting one aspirant as against another. It's on record that Honorable Ugbedi Haman, former two-time member of the House of Representatives, Edo Federal Constituency, is also one of the aspirants for that seat. As some are saying, he has now become the golden boy of the FCT minister, Wike. And some are also saying he has a very strong backing from the governor, who hasn't really come out to say anything in that direction. So much to say in the build-up to 2027. But I'm just wondering, without multi-party democracy, what would really have been the fate of all of these people who are jumping ship, cross-carpeting from party A to B, from party C to D, and all of that? It shows the beauty of democracy. But we'll see how all of these will pan out in the days to come. And then, of course, on the last lap, former Kano State Governor Ibrahim Shekarau has dumped the PDP to join the APC, even though that has not been formalized. But on Sunday, he submitted his resignation letter from the People's Democratic Party. And of course, we'll see how all of that will work out in the days to come. That's a wrap on Road to 2027. Please, if you like this video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. We'll be bringing you more on a daily basis. Please follow me on my Facebook page. Also, like, share, and comment.